Hello there and welcome to Farming Simulator 2017 with me, Stockoglaws. How are you? I am very well. Okay, this episode, what are we doing? What have we done since the last episode, I guess, is probably the better question. We have completely seeded, drill, seeded and fertilized field number 1 and 2. So that's been done. And that's about it. That's the only thing that's really happened. I put the combine away and... Oh, I wanted to show this. We had like 1% left in finishing that field, and I'm out of seed, so that's another thing we need to do this episode is I meant to close the flaps. There we go. That's one thing we need to do this episode is go get some seed ready for our next harvest. We're also out of fertilizer, or very close to be out of fertilizer, so that's what we're going to be doing today, because we need to fertilize the sugar cane field, and once that's fertilized we can actually fast forward a bit of time. If you remember, there was sort of 3 seed pallets along here, and it's quite handy having them here rather than stored at the farm, so you can just quickly come and fill them back up. But yeah, we're totally out. Actually, I think that's a little bit of a lie. I think there may be another seed pallet in here, but it's such a difficult place to get to that there's just no way I'm going to be storing my seeds and fertilizers in here. Let's have a butcher's. What we got? Oh, okay. So yeah, okay, we're totally out of fertilizer, and we got a bit of seed. But still, I like to. What we might do is buy a little shed, stick them near the side of the field, and we'll load up on seed and leave them kind of outside, ready for us to. Okay, so we're on our very last pallet of seed. Cool. Okay. Well, we'll leave you there. We know where you are, and let's go pick up our. Oh, we need to change the bucket to a pallet fork. So I like to leave them by the well, so I know. What have I got in there? 2% of something. I think that was straw. Okay. G. Let's get rid of that. Before I forget, we can't put a rear weight on. Oh, there's one at the yes, there's one at the shop, if I remember. Let's turn that beacon on, pick up the trailer, and let's go. Okay. Whoops. Right. Yeah, always make sure that the forks are up when you're driving. Bad things can happen. Okay. Has he got a seatbelt on? No. Well, he would have gone straight through the well, I would say the windscreen, but he hasn't got a windscreen, so he would have gone straight through the cab, and yeah, that would have hurt. Okay, let's go. So yeah, fill up with seeds, ready for our next harvest. It's a bit of a boring job, as you know. It's not very productive, but we need it, and we also need to fill up fuel on the strata, and also we need to fertilize the sugarcane field, and then we can fast forward time, and yeah, and we'll be in a good position to harvest again, getting really close to our goal of owning field number 3. I can almost taste it. The trouble is, we're going to have this massive field. We're going to join them together, and we haven't really got the size of the equipment, the right size equipment to do it efficiently. But it's a good problem to have. Too much field and not enough equipment. That's okay. We got time on our side, so it's not the end of the world, and we can just take our time doing the harvest. You know, but that's going to bring in, I reckon, about 100k. If not more, per harvest, which is brilliant. Which means we could buy ourselves a nice little toy every harvest, and start increasing our the size of our equipment, which is win-win. I also had to refuel this this guy. So this real life fuel thing is it's crazy. You know, I'm gonna leave it on because I do believe that you need to refuel your tractors and stuff, especially, you know, if they're running around here, there, and everywhere. But yeah, it's great. Okay, I'm just gonna park this over here. There we go. Okay, let's buy some seed. Now, I have got some placeables that we can actually... let's have a look. Where are we? Heating plant, small silo, large silo. Got some barns and things like that. But we also got some... No. What am I looking for? It is here somewhere. Okay, you got a pig food silo, which just comes out of pig food, but I think it's quite expensive. And we also have grain storage, some fences, fertilizer tanks. Okay. It might be under here. No. Okay. I'm lying. Alright, let's just get a few seed bags. How much do you get in here? 800. Okay, so it's not enough. I think what you do is you buy that. You buy this first of all, this Pro Box. And I think you put the bags of seed inside it, and it's just easier to move around. I think that's the case. But saying that, you know, this holds 1,000. It's all nice and palletized, and you got this nice. That's a liquid fertilizer tank. That's what was. Yeah, that's the reason why I couldn't. Okay, understand. So let's buy 5 of these. Let's buy 6 of these. That should last us a little while. And we'll buy another 2 of these. Brilliant. Okay, so spent a bit of money there, but we need to. Now I'm going to attach our rear weight, which we'll leave here for any loading or unloading we need to do. There we go. Right, this is the bit I dread, is the front loading skills. I have the front loading skills of a giraffe. So if a giraffe was using a tractor, then that's pretty much what my front loading skills are like. So I don't know whether they've updated. I don't know whether they've updated the amount of seeds being used, but it does seem more realistic. Like, you have to refill the seeds up more, which is a good thing in my eyes. You know, it's nice that they're. Oh, check that out, eh? It's nice that they, you know, that you have to think about it. You have to do this. It's a bit of housekeeping that needs to be done. You don't get something for nothing, you know. So I'm really pleased that they've got this, got the right ratio. Or is it? It could be. It's just that the fields are a bit bigger. Ooh, that looks like he's balancing. Ooh. The fields are a bit bigger, so it's using more seed, and I just haven't realised. That could be it, but oh, it's so much easier with a weight on the back as well. Right, let me try not to nudge. Try not to nudge that pallet. Hey, look at it. Guess who's back? Back again. Stocko's back. Okay, we're looking good. Uh-oh. I'll do. Okay. So we've got one more seed to put in, and then 2 more fertilizers. I probably bunched these up a bit too close, to be fair. We could have spread them out a bit more, but never mind. Oops. See, that's the trouble now. I'm getting a bit cocky, so I'm trying to rush it, you know? That's when things happen. That's when bad things happen. Okay, you want to make sure you're lined up correctly. I think that's half the battle, is to make sure you're lined up. Come on, Stocko. Yeah. Looking good. There we go. Oh, you can feel the weight of this. You see the tractor moving. Okay, let's just place them on there. Okay, looking good. So we gotta remember is this kind of needs to be done. I know it's not the most exciting thing in the world, but it is farming. And in real life, I imagine farmers having to do things like this all the time. You know, unloading, buying some seed and fertilizer for their farm, having to load it up on a trailer. It's called forward planning. Oh, I don't want to hit that car. It's going this way. Beautiful. Right, let's get out and strap it up. So hopefully we can. Is it Q? R. So we go to, yeah, we go R there. Can we press R? Yeah, R there. Oh wait, these middle ones here. There we go. R. We got one here, yep. R. Jobs are good 'un. Okay, so they're all fastened. Let's go back to the farm. Okay, we need to drop that rear weight off. It's just quite handy having that weight on there. Well, up here for doing things like this. And then we've got a weight at the farm if we need to do that. Okay. So it cost us a bit of money. I think that cost us just under 10 grand. I think all that. I think they're nearly £1,000 a pop. So yeah, it's about 8 grand. But we can't plant anything without seed and fertilizer. So yeah, it must be done. So what I'm thinking is actually getting us a little shed near the side of the field, just to store this kind of stuff in. Thankfully, it hasn't rained yet, so we got a bit of time on our side. But actually, let's have a look at how the sheep are doing. Let's go to the animals. Excuse me. Okay, we're at 46%. So what I might do in a minute, unload these, and then go pick up the wool. Oh, we don't need to. Actually, we can just take that, just the tractor. Go up, pick up the wool, and sell the wool, and just see how much sort of 50% of a pallet brings us in. That'll be interesting to see that. A lot of people mention that you know, there's a lot of money in wool. So yeah, we'll go have a look. Okay, so we want to place a little barn fairly close to the fields. You know, we could store it under that little shelter there, but we don't want to have to keep driving into the farm every time. So I'm actually thinking over there. So let's go here. See a nice little barn, just enough for it to keep our seed, like that thing there. Small vehicle shelter. Don't know. Let's have a look what we got. That looks okay. That's a sort of a machinery shelter. Old storage shed. No. I suppose something like that would be quite nice. Just to stick on the side, and we can put various bits and bobs in. What else we got? Actually, no. Oh, see, I was going to say these, but they're really expensive for what they are. You know, that 10,000 for a small shed. Or maybe this. Costs us £10 a day, or a solar shed. Reduces power, which is sold automatically to earn you money, and you get £60 an hour. Oh no, I don't want to spend that kind of money because I'm trying to save up for this field. Okay, I think I'm going to go with this one here. So where are we going to put it? We are going to put it, I want to put it along here. Can I remember how to turn it? There we go. So I want to put it along here. That's it, like that. Do I want to extend this field though? Yeah, but with these trees here, it's going to be a bit of a pain. So yeah, I'm quite happy with this placement here. So we are going to put it like there. Okay, that looks good to me. Okay, so we put our seeds in there. 13,000 I didn't want to spend, but that looks pretty cool. I'm quite happy with that. So what we'll do is we'll just... Oh, did I plant 2? Oh, I'm gonna have to sell. Can I sell it? I don't know if I can sell. Oh, I can sell it, but only 3,000. And am I gonna get the right one? Ah. Okay, I'm gonna leave that there. Oh, what a pain. I thought 13,000 was quite expensive. It's because I bought 2 of them. Right, we're not going to worry about that today. What we're going to do is we're going to refill you with fuel. We could probably sell. We could probably sell the sugarcane that's in here as well. So what we'd do is we'll just. Go. So go get some fuel. We'll sell this sugarcane. Oops. So yeah, this episode really is just a bit of housekeeping, bit of building. You can see the sugarcane is actually growing pretty quickly. So we need to get this fertilized as well. So we'll get some fuel. We'll sell this bit of sugarcane that we've got, and we'll fill up on fertilizer, and we'll get this field done. Oh, I'm so cheesed off with myself about buying the second shed. Now you can sell it, but I don't know which one to sell. Knowing me, I'll sell the wrong one. Oh, it'll go Pete Tong. But it'd be quite nice to store the seeds underneath the shelter. So let's fill up the fuel. So hopefully this sugarcane will kind of offset some of the costs that we've just done. So sugarcane, pickaxe. What are we looking at? Looking at the harbour. Okay, so the harbour is the best price. Okay, what's that? Yeah, 205 pounds worth of fuel. But we got no farm without fuel. That's for sure. I've also turned the volume down a little bit on the vehicles and things. I don't know. When I was editing, I thought it sounds like I'm shouting over the vehicles all the time. So I don't know. Let me know your thoughts. You know, whether the sound's okay. If you're happy with it. But what I'll do is I'll pause it here until we get to the harbour. I'll see you in a second. Okay, we're here. I nearly forgot to to unpause it. I was just going to carry on and unload the sugarcane. Right, here we go. Let's see how much this brings us. Hopefully this will cover the cost of at least one of those sheds that we bought. So about 6,000. Yeah, it looks to be. Okay, no, 4,700. Okay. Not too shabby at all. So time's ticking on. It's 7 o'clock at night. We're going to get back, fertilise the sugarcane field, and head to bed. And then the next day, we may be in a position to harvest. I'm not quite sure. It seems that the fields are growing really well. I haven't got it on. I haven't got it on fast, have I? Plant growth is on normal, so it's not. Yeah, I haven't got the plant growth on fast. Just playing at 5 times the speed. I think it's a fairly good speed to play on, as I said before. Especially if you've got cows and sheep and other animals. It's pointless doing all the work on 1 times because the animals haven't got a chance to do what animals do, if you know what I mean. So I think we're due an extra sheep. Let's have a look. Sorry to keep going into these screens, but I think we're due an extra sheep in 55 minutes, which is cool. So we'll have 22 then. They do need to be cleaned because they're messy. Oh, I can't believe I bought that second barn. I'm sure we'll use it somehow or some way. If you know how to sell that specific barn, whether it's the second one because it's the second one I placed, yeah, we're gonna go for it. We're gonna. Oh, I don't know. I don't know which one to sell. It looks a bit silly just stuck out in the middle of the grass, but oh, I never known that. There's a little sign there to say fuel in 1,000 meters. It's pretty cool. Lapacho. So that's quite a nice sized field as well, isn't it? Just there. So if we can get 100,000 in the next harvest, that's with the sugarcane, that's with the big field, then we can actually buy field number 3, which would be amazing. So hope you guys are enjoying the series so far. I surely am. Okay. We are back. Turn you off and let's go fill you up. Let's turn those beacons on, probably turn the lights on now. It's starting to get a little bit dark, so see if we can fill you up from the trailer. Oh, I hate looking at that second barn. Oh, terrible. Okay, good. I can fill it from the trailer. Happy days. Do you know what? I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. Probably people are shouting at me, but I'm going to sell the second one. That one. Oh, is that the first one? And that's the second one. Oh, I don't know. Yes. Yes, I made the right decision. Oh, is it giving me the choice? Oh, okay. I want to sell that one. Brilliant. Oh, and you can see. Oh, that's pretty cool. You can actually see the patch of grass where it's it flattened. Okay, so we lost a little bit of money, but we got a bit back, and oh, I'm really pleased. So that'd be ideal then to keep all our seed and stuff like that out of the rain when it does rain. But we're back up to nearly 140,000 now, and yeah, we'll fertilise this, increase our yield on the sugarcane for sure. Let's turn this bad boy on. And can we see where we've been? Not really. Looks quite difficult. I think kind of, but not really. So we're going to have to kind of guess where we're going with this, but we should have care wheels, really. which are the thin type of wheels for the tractor if you're doing field work when it's been sown. But unfortunately we haven't got any KO wheels at present. So we're probably wasting a bit of fertilizer by going over the same place twice, but without kind of seeing where you've been or where you go in, it's it's a bit difficult. It's a bit as stick your finger in your mouth and guess. But yeah, it's a nice end to the day. 7:30. We're just finishing up. Yeah, we sent the lads home, Ewan and Zachary. So we'll see them. Tomorrow. And yeah, the wife's been on the blower, saying, "Come on, you've been out in the field all day. Your supper's ready, or your tea's ready." But we have one more job. As a farmer, there's always one more job to do. So probably the only way we're going to find out whether you actually fertilise this field correctly or not is by looking at the field screen, which we're looking after. Okay, so it seems like we haven't done a lot today. We bought a few seeds and fertiliser. We bought a barn. We sowed some sugarcane. I suppose, yeah, we've done a bit. All right, we've done all right this episode, haven't we? Okay, there's probably one more pass after this. It's worth doing because it increases our yield. Ideally, I'd like to plough this whole field and then plant sugarcane on top. But there's a but. After 3 harvests, then it goes down to, you know, you need to do it again, and I don't know whether it's actually worth the hassle. You know, putting a bit of fertilizer pellet down is, you know, it's not that bad. So I don't mind doing the fertilizer pellet to get an extra 10%, but ploughing every 3 harvests, I don't know. Now the big field, it certainly is worth ploughing, but this field, not so much. Only because the planting process is, you know, it's 1 row at a time, so it's very costly to plant sugarcane initially. Although you do get obviously free, you know, it grows without any help from us other than fertilizing, as I just said. But so let's just check that field and make sure it is okay. Grow in, soil composition. Okay, I missed a tiny little bit there, but okay, we're okay. And that's the field that we fertilized for our neighbor. So we're okay for ploughing there. So this next harvest we don't need to worry about it. But again, every single field on the map needs ploughing at some point. But there we go. So what I'll do is I'll fast forward time for the next episode. So it'll be nice and bright and early. We'll see where we are. I hope you enjoyed this episode. My name is Stockoglaws. Take care and ciao for now.